Hi everyone, my name is Paula Phillips, also known as Journalartista, and I'm back with you this weekend to share a really quick layering technique that you can add to your journal pages as a starting layer, an intermediate layer, a final layer, whatever you feel like. So this technique is featured in my article in the Cloth Paper Scissors Pages magazine. So check this out. This is an awesome magazine, not just for art journalers. There's bookmaking, altered books, anything to do with books. It's absolutely wonderful. So it's on newsstands. It's in your store now. Check that out. Okay, so I have a journal here. It's kind of called, I don't know if I have a name on it, but I just put all my, if I have leftover paint or whatnot, I kind of, sprays or whatever I got going on. I've been slowly filling this book with leftover stuff. So I've chosen this page, and really simple today, guys. All we got, the only supplies you need is some really cheap oil pastels. I'm using a Reeves brand. Whatever you got, the cheaper the better. It doesn't really matter. You could use your portfolios if you have those as well, and a heat gun, a heat tool, as well as a baby wipe and whatever paint you want. Because I got a lot of red and different things going on here, and I'll probably put a few more layers after this technique, I'm going to be using just some cheap old Americana titanium white paint. You're also going to need a brush, which I'm going to make sure is clean. I'm terrible for cleaning my brushes. Okay, I'm ready. So I'm going to take this color, and it doesn't matter what color of oil pastel that you use. So I'm going to turn it on the side because I'm going to write something. And it's kind of close to Valentine's Day. This happens to be sapphire blue. So I'm going to write love. And I'm going to make it thicker. You don't have to write a word. You could write, you can draw shapes. You can draw whatever you want. But I like to add words to my art journal. So I got lots on there. You don't have to put that much, but just so that you guys will really be able to see it. So from here I'm going to take my paint, and this is a Ranger craft mat that I use as a palette. So I'm just going to put a little bit of paint on the mat there, and take my brush. I always kind of dip my brush. This is a dry baby wipe. If I have my brush in water, I always just dab it off a little bit on my baby wipe. And I'm just going to haphazardly, willy-nilly with it, as I like to say, over the top of what I wrote or what you drew. So I got it pretty much covered up. And look, I have all this white paint left over. So that's what this journal is for. I'll just cover some of this stuff up with white paint. A little too much black on that page anyway. This will be a fun journal. I'll have all these backgrounds started. So it'll be a fun journal to figure out how to incorporate, the backgrounds that I've already done into really cool art journal pages. So that's why I use this as a palette. I can just wipe off the excess. So I got my paint over here. So all I'm going to do is take my heat gun, guys, and it's going to be a little loud because I got the, vintage 1990 something heat gun, which is still going strong, so I haven't converted yet. Okay, so I'm going to take the heat gun, and while I'm heating it, you'll see me use the baby wipe to wipe off the paint. So essentially, what's going to happen is the heat gun is going to dry the paint, but at the same time it's melting the oil pastel, and that'll be what's going to enable me to wipe it off. Alright, so here we go. And what you're looking for is the oil pastel to heat, and you'll be able to see that it's melting. Alright. What's important too is that You don't talk as much as I do when you're doing this. So I've got the first layer off, and so right now I'm still seeing the oil pastel. So I'm going to heat it a bit more. So now you can start to see the red. It's really hard to do as I'm trying to tape this because I spoke a little bit too long. So I gotta make sure it's really. So as you can see, I've completely the wax pastel, oil pastel, excuse me, acts as a resist. So now I can see the red that was underneath. And you can just continue to wipe it. You know, you can get really, I was going to say fancy, but that's not the right word. You can add oil pastel, whatever color you want, and have the oil pastel. If you remember, see how I wiped the paint off, but then I could still see the greenish blue. Or you can take it right down to your base layer. It's all up to you. I can still see some green there, which is kind of cool. And really, that's it. So I'll hold it up a little bit closer. Sorry for the shadow. So you can only imagine what kind of cool techniques you can add on top of that. I'm going to quickly, here's my page in the Pages magazine where I show you how to do it step by step as well. And so the other night over on Ustream, if you don't know, I have a Ustream show every Wednesday and Saturday nights at 9:30 Eastern, which soon I'll be having to delete some videos. Ustream has just put out this new rule that you can only have 10 megabytes, and I have 32. So I will be deleting some videos. I'll be downloading some videos to turn into YouTube videos. But if you want to see some of my older recordings, you have 2 weeks to do it. Okay, so what I wanted to show you here, you see this X and O, and over here an X and O. That's with the same technique. This page isn't done. I've just been layering a couple of things. This is my most recent. I know when it's upside down for you guys. So it's one of the art journals I'm currently working on. So anyways, join us on Saturday nights, and don't forget, if you want to see more techniques in a really high quality video fashion, my DVD with cloth, paper, scissors, layered and textured background is still on sale. So check it out. See you guys soon. Much love.